All right, it's the rundown. It is March 26th. It is brought to you by MVMT. Get 15% off today with free shipping and returns by going to mvmtwatches.com/rundown. Join the movement today. They are the watches that look like they cost close to $500, but they don't. They're closer to 100. So MVMT watches. Getting into the stuff, Ronda Rousey did an interview with Mike Golick. I thought that show. When did that show officially end? Oh, it's Golick and Wingo already.
Yeah.
So Golick and Wingo. Pretty funny interview.
How are you saying his name?
Golick.
Golick?
You're saying Golick.
I know that you can't speak, but that's like a pretty common name that's been said.
I'm having something.
We know their
with,
entire family. We know the wife, the daughter, the sons. We know everybody in the Golick family.
Mike Golick interview with Ronda Rousey, and it was pretty funny because he was asking like Ronda Rousey fair questions for the most part. It's like, when did you know you weren't going to be in the MMA anymore? And she's like, I never said that. Like, I never said that I did it. He's like, oh, so he kind of screwed up his words a little bit, but he's like, so you mean you may fight again? You may go back in time and fight again? She looked like she took that to mean she could be a time traveler of some sort.
Right over there.
And was like legitimately kind of upset.
When you knew from the MMA, when you were done there, when you knew in your mind, I'm not going to fight anymore?
I never said that.
So there is a possibility that you could go back in time?
There's a possibility that I could go back in time? That's your question to me?
Go back in time and fight. Go back in the octagon.
I do not have the ability to go back in time, no.
No. Would you fight again?
I don't know.
Weird interview.
He did mess
fucked
up his
up
words a little bit,
but
like we all understood he meant like, are you going to fight again?
Yeah.
And she did not comprehend that at all.
She is. I think she did another one where she got in a fight with Max Kellerman. She's just angry.
Salty little lady.
Yeah, just very angry.
In other words, people, and you must be aware, in the MMA world, there was a lot of talk, well, she was overrated, she was this, she was that, and my point of view was, at the time, and remains, that you achieved amazing heights. Almost no one wins forever. Everyone suffers setbacks, but there seemed to be like an unusual amount of negative pushback after your loss. Did you not experience that?
I experience a lot of people who quote some people that are really just afraid to state their own opinion.
It was tough to be angry when you got your face like you
lost fair and square,
multiple times.
Yeah.
Most overrated athlete maybe the last 100 years because she fought like nobody, and once people started fighting, she got her face.
It's so funny to
mashed in.
To look back and like the Mayweather stuff is just so ridiculous.
And also
Like,
just
people
Ronda Rousey's
Floyd
the
Mayweather.
best athlete ever.
Yeah.
I mean the takes were
She's
crazy.
like Gina Carossi 1.0. Who is 2.0? Who is Gina Carraro? A really pretty MMA girl before her. Who was,
yeah.
I think, and then she became like a movie star.
Yeah.
So just funny interview. And then Golick's like backpedaling. I guess in those situations, you're on like a real network. At some point, I feel like if that's us, if that's me, I'd be like, why are you being a jerk?
Yeah,
why?
What's
This is
your
pretty straightforward.
Right, you know what I'm trying to ask.
Yeah, are you gonna fight again? Why are you giving me these dirty looks and side eyes?
Yeah.
I haven't asked anything remotely like.
We're promoting something of yours.
Yeah, what is your problem? Right. This article I blogged, we're all talking Galen lately. It's an Indian man. So it's like Imran versus Manny or something, two Indian names.
Morin or some shit.
Yeah, he bet his family and lost, and he's a notoriously bad gambler. They said, no, you can't bet your whole family, but you got to give at least one of your kids. And as the story goes, the guy who won, which is a power move, I don't know why you'd want a kid. You probably don't treat him like a kid, though. It's like a slave.
Yeah.
I mean,
but imagine just strutting to somebody's door to collect and like, yo, the kid comes with me.
family. Yeah.
So the wife upset and divorced him. I call bullshit on this because I don't think you can divorce in India. It's an arranged marriage situation. You can't divorce. Women have no rights. That part, I think that's true.
yeah, probably.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not up on divorce.
I
in
would
India.
almost bet my life you cannot get divorced in India.
But this seems like the circumstance you can. Like there's
you bet your
probably
kid?
an asterisk, like unless you gamble your whole family away.
I don't understand who would take that bet. Like more kids.
They're slaves.
Yeah,
Fine.
and if you're
I
this
was-
kid, you don't even want to go back to your old family because
No,
your
you
mom was basically, all right, listen, you can't take this kid, but you can have this one.
Yeah.
I'm still noodly.
You always have a favorite, but like you really
like,
put it on the line.
Really, like, gun to head, like, go ahead, yeah. You know what? Your
You.
dad's a degenerate. Take that kid.
I'm a noodle, so I didn't want to like get into trying to explain it. But my PS was going to be about walking up to like get the kid, but then I knew people would chirp like, who wants a kid anyways? I wanted to explain, well, it's a slave, not a kid, but it's like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just not even gonna do any of that because my brain is not firing at all cylinders. This
PS
is
that never was.
Well,
The
yeah,
PS that never
it's
was.
good to not write like slave jokes when you're not sharp.
Right,
You know,
exactly.
so just
I
leave it
wasn't
out.
sharp.
Smart move.
This is brought to you by Muggsy Jeans, the most comfortable jeans ever. 10% off and a free bottle opener. Go to Muggsy Jeans. That's Muggsy, M-U-G-S-Y, jeans.com. Use the promo code Rundown. Buy some nice jeans. This next guy, the Flat Earther, every once in a while, it wasn't crazy funny, but I kind of spit out my coffee and like laugh a little bit. This made me laugh.
Which part?
Him just in the rocket ship.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Because the part that made me laugh was when he said he's doing it because people were saying he was going to chicken out. He basically got bullied into launching himself in the air.
But I respect the hell out of anybody who's like, hey, yo, I'm a flat earther. I'm going to build myself. First of all, he's going to be a genius. Like to build yourself a rocket ship and get in it and put yourself. Do you know how many like things you see blow up? Like to actually be like, I will build myself a rocket ship and blast myself into the sky to prove.
Yeah.
I guess you get up there, like, look, it's flat.
No,
But he went like 1,000 feet in the air.
it's part of a process. He's
gotta
eventually
get-
going to try to
you
get,
gotta get,
up
like-
in the outer space.
Yeah, you gotta get like 30,000.
Yeah.
He went like
He's working
1,800
on it.
feet.
I respect the hell out of
You
it.
Some
fell
things out.
a little bit short.
I-
This is like when they were like, I'm going to swim across the Atlantic
No,
and they
that's-
make it like a mile.
No. This is part of the scientific process. He said that he is building
Kevin.
up to the big rocket.
You would put this guy in a guy who just
Yeah,
like
there's a
pushes a
big
little
difference.
boat into the water. This guy put himself in a rocket ship.
Yeah. A homemade rocket.
That
He's
is
cooler than Elon Musk.
that is nuts.
I'll give you that.
Dragging on the ground.
Yes.
Like that is nuts. Dragging. He put it. This guy's like
How
the
did he-
smartest guy in the world. Who builds themselves? How many?
He's like a limo driver, too.
Yeah. How many pilots build their own rocket
did
ships?
he parachute back
Yeah.
there?
Yeah.
That's pretty
He had a whole
smart.
thing.
But I mean,
And then-
but I'm just saying he fell incredibly short of his goal.
Well, no. Dan's saying this was like
No,
step
this is
one.
part of the process. He said his eventual goal is in a year's time
To go,
he's going
like-
to get 52 miles up in the air.
Well, 52 miles.
Hey, I'm not doubting this guy
he was
anymore.
like one-
I'm all in on this guy, and
Yeah.
this is one of the few. Usually,
Do you
I'm
think
like,
he'll make it 52 miles in the air?
I wouldn't bet against him.
at this point, I think this
Wouldn't
flat
bet-
earther made
You guys are the
Worst gamblers ever.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, place,
Kevin,
place your bets. Is he gonna go 52 miles
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
air?
At this point, I'd say yes.
Okay, you're an idiot.
Let me put it this way: how high did he get yesterday?
1,000 feet.
feet.
Okay, if you said he's getting inside a rocket ship that's going to go 1,000 feet, would you have been like, okay, no, himself?
I suppose you're
Th-
correct.
This guy.
No, he's the real deal.
Yeah.
I also like his little quote. He's like, "I'm just happy this is over with, so I can go home and have dinner with my cats." So
I like
that kind
this
of
guy.
fits.
This guy, and he's a genius.
Yeah.
How do you even start to build your own? What a guy.
By the way, I'm going to bet on him getting 52 miles in the air on the Sports Action app, the Action Network. Start your free trial today at actionnetwork.com and use the promo code Barstool to get 20% off an annual subscription. I've been using it all tournament. You can follow my picks. They blew up. They were the rocket that blew up the past weekend. So follow my picks on the Action Network and fade me.
The annual NFL coaches photo came out. Dan, you write this blog, you smash it every time. My favorite part of it every time is how Belichick just doesn't do it. I fucking love how he just skips it.
Pete
every
Carroll
time.
as well. Pete Carroll, Harbaugh, Belichick.
Harbaugh's been in it.
Yeah, Belichick's been in it too. He was in
When's the last time?
2015.
I went through most of it. Like, I know Andy Reid has changed, but he hasn't. He wears like the same shit every time.
Yeah.
I went through all the way to see my guy Matt Patricia. He did not.
Oh my God.
He
What
did not
a
disappoint.
unit.
Like,
He's the
I mean, his proportions make no
He's
sense.
the best.
He got sandbagged a little bit. Well,
His
he
pants
was
are
wearing Tracy McGrady's
so
pants.
long.
Yeah, he was wearing Tracy McGrady's pants.
They
But
don't make
putting
any
him next to
sense.
Vrabel, who looks like
Not
he
fair.
can keep
He can
playing,
play- yeah.
is, I mean, it really is like the chick on Instagram who just has like a fat friend that she takes all her pictures with. Like,
That's-
that was
that's
not
mean.
fair.
That's mean.
It was not fair.
Still, I mean, he's literally
what about
wearing
my
Shaq's
guy,
pants.
Todd Bowles, front and center. With
Todd Bowles looked
looks
shirt. Well, I
horrible.
mean, like I said,
he looked like he had midget arms with like a long, way
It was
too long of
just
a shirt, but like they
yeah.
were cut off sleeves
and
almost.
they were,
the whole
and
thing was a
he
disaster.
didn't iron it, but that speaks to a guy who just traded up to the 3rd pick, and he knows that whatever quarterback they draft, he gets at least 2 more years.
Yeah,
you can't
he's
fire
got a
the
leash
coach
for
after
sure.
you draft a quarterback.
Yep.
So he's just living the good life. All these guys, it's so funny just watching all of them. You can just see how uncomfortable they are trying to dress up. Like Bill O'Brien still with his lanyard on. Like, what are you doing, Bill O'Brien? And then Sean McVay, I mean, that guy's a good-looking dude.
Yeah, he is. He's young. He's in shape. I mean,
And I love the fact that Sean McVay and Andy Reid are the 2 guys to go no socks on their shoes, and this couldn't have been more different.
Andy Reid's cankles
His
were.
legs, his legs.
Those things looked ugly.
Did you also see the story that Andy Reid went up and did the old like tap you on the shoulder
And
and
so
like
they looked the other
it
way
with
thing.
John Gruden, and John Gruden just didn't flinch. It's just like that's the big time hijinks at the coaches meeting.
a story, we've had a bunch of these. Virginia Lax team, Virginia Tech girls lacrosse team in trouble, singing Little Dickie's song with a Chris Brown lyric in it, the N-word. They all sang it. I've already come out on this. At this point, you shouldn't say it and put it on the internet because you're not going to get in trouble. But I love the coach's response. I thought the coach handled it from Virginia Tech. I don't know if you read it, but he's like, there was no malice. It's a teachable experience. It shouldn't be held against the girls. You know, and that's what it is. In social media, everyone's going to make something out of everything. I always go, you shouldn't say it, but malice. And Chris Brown, by the way, says it in the song, not Little Dicky. But fuck that.
But
Little
they
Dicky, you
also-
put it in the song. And like the coach, he said, he's like, we were singing, like we just had a big win. We sung and danced like 7 straight songs. It was just like whatever came next. The girls sang every lyric. Sucks is a big issue. But if there is no intent there.
No, you're correct. But if they're singing the part of the song I'm thinking, and they say it like 50.
Yeah,
They said it a lot.
Yeah,
Like it's
and the
the
teachable
whole
moment
point is in the song
Yeah.
that Little Dicky gets to say the N-word because he's a black guy, so he says it like 20 times.
But fuck that, because if you're gonna put that in the song, I'm not saying I don't get mad about it. But and I know Little Dicky didn't say it, but Little Dicky, when you make that song,
yeah.
you know they're gonna sing that fucking song.
it's a dumb moment. It like don't even sing the song, but there is a very big difference between this and like a Southern frat like singing, you know, an old timey song that they've been singing at the frat house forever.
Totally.
And it has the N-word in it. Like
Totally.
there's a huge difference.
Yeah,
So-
no, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not fucking, and it doesn't have the N-word. It's not like Dixie or anything.
But I mean, how many times are we going to keep filming these things?
do you
Yeah,
put
no,
any
that's a teachable
responsibility at all, like when this shit happens, on like a guy like Little Dicky who wrote
No,
the song?
no.
Because
That's like saying like Columbine happened because of Marilyn Manson.
my
like
lips
video
are
games lead to-
absolute debacle right now from the sun. They're just bleeding everywhere.
You don't put on suntan lotion.
I was barely out in the sun.
I'm just
Well,
saying.
your lips
You
say
realize
otherwise.
like
My
you
lips
don't
are a
get-
debacle.
Your suntan is usually just a sunburn.
Well, this, whatever's going on here is
Yeah,
something
your eye
else.
shit is back.
My eye shit is not back. It's in here.
But
I
it
mean,
does-
there's
but it's like
something
the
wrong with
pizza
your
eyes, but it's
face.
moved to your pizza nose now.
You have a face thing.
There.
What's going on?
I don't know. It's from the sun.
And you got something going on
Put
here,
on
too.
suntan lotion,
Like in
you
your
dummy.
eyebrow.
Yeah, I
Your
got a
eyelid.
little like a thing. I don't know. It's from the sun.
You're gonna be like one of those old
Like a
leather,
catcher's
like
mitt, yeah.
exactly. Those
I'm gonna
like
put on some
guys
cream.
on Key West that are.
I don't hate
Just
being
look
one of those
gross.
guys.
Yeah,
Those
man.
good.
You gotta
Yeah, and then they
moisturize
die
and
from
shit.
skin cancer, you
Yeah.
dummy.
You're like picking pieces
Oh,
off of it. Can you wait till after
God.
Rundown to do this?
I'm falling apart. This video, do you know what my dad does? He's talking to a bouncer. He's like, do you know what my dad does? And the bouncer, who's been calm, just kind of choke, pushes him. He doesn't slam him. He choke, pushes him. This kid deserves it. We'll be interested to see what happens.
He deserves a lot more than this. He
I
was
mean,
the worst. He was like
yeah.
5'4".
Well, that was gonna say it's a bad look for Dave's short guy cruise, like just the Napoleon.
That guy was way
complex.
shorter than I am.
Oh yeah, you fuck I am. Do it. Touch me. Touch me. That little fucking millennial. Oh my god. Oh my god. Do you know what the fuck my dad does? I don't care. Look at your gray ass little beard. Look at your gray ass beard. Whoa.
Probably a couple inches.
But can I say that I was disappointed because when you wrote that in the rundown topics, Because it's always a treasure hunt when you write the rundown topics, like
Yeah.
where
The-
things
the-
are spelled
the
differently.
titles you use for these blogs are
you
always, like,
could never
not even
find
close.
anything. But I was really hoping this was you were going to lay on us something that Michael Portnoy does.
Oh no.
Yeah, like, do you know what my dad does?
Nope.
He, like puts his Milanos in the toilet now. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
There's
nothing
something.
would surprise me.
Yeah.
No, it was just this video I thought was funny.
Oh, it was. It was. I mean, I want to know what his dad does.
Yeah.
Like, I would really
what
like to
could
know.
your dad do that you would be that confident to talk to that bouncer that way?
Only thing I can think of is if he's in the mafia.
Yeah, like he's an assassin.
Right.
He kills people.
Like, that's
That's
it.
it.
But I don't think you go around.
Saying that.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what else? Like a lawyer? Wow. He's got him. One of a billion lawyers.
We got to end this so you can go
Yeah.
bleed.
Hey, what real quick question for the after show? Are you worried at all that Francis wants to fuck Frankie?
I haven't read the blog. I've heard stuff about it. It's a weird
Very,
blog.
very
You're right.
direct discussions about like
Frankie's
putting
face turned
margarine
red.
on his butt cheeks.
This is what happens when you pick up your new
Boy toy.
boy toy. Your bottom bitch gets plucked off.
I have an interesting development I gotta go take care of. I may be a little late for radio.
What's going on?
I have no power.
How is that possible?
Because I don't go through my mail. I don't open
You didn't
mail.
pay? You
Did
didn't
you not pay your bills?
How are you not
Like a direct, like
I get the
auto pay.
I get the rent thing, but how are not all your bills on direct deposit?
So you're telling me you have to get like a paper bill to pay your electric?
Yeah, I guess.
They also don't
like,
shut
write a
that off
check?
until you're late by like 4 months.
I don't know.
He hasn't paid like a year.
Well, here's the thing. I don't open mail. Like I have stacks of mail to. I just.
Yeah, but neither does nobody does. But we
You
all have
have-
our bills like auto pay or direct deposit.
Yeah,
you
it doesn't
have like
I
an
was in-
entire team of people that
Lackeys.
do shit for you.
Frankie actually asked if he thought I was the richest person who ever had their power shut off for non-payment.
I mean, you're the dumbest millionaire.
I was in the
You
shower
gotta be-
today and it just went out. I complained to the landlord. I'm like, "Yo, power's out in the whole fucking place." And he's like, "You
didn't pay your
It's
bill."
Like, yeah, it's like working.
That's embarrassing.
So you
To
this
call
whole
up
time
and
we're
be
like,
barking, and it's like, hey, poor buddy, like you didn't fucking pay your
Yeah.
bills.
but I gotta
Poor
fix it
boy,
before. I
figure it
gotta
out.
fix it before darkness hits. because
the
then I'm
whole
fucked.
time you're like this place is awesome. Like it's pretty expensive, but free power.
What a gig! What a deal! You actually,
Electricity,
It's like Mariah Carey.
Electricity included in rent.
No, Renee pays like she does like all the stuff still. So
Right.
apparently I'm like,
So it's her fault?
well, no, I talked to her. I'm like, "Yo, Con Ed, what's the deal?" She's like, "That's yours." And
That
well,
means you haven't paid in
I
a
haven't.
year.
2 years.
Get that shit on direct deposit.
I don't know that you can do it.
Yeah, you can. You can do it with everything.
was that a real thought?
Dude, I haven't opened a piece of mail in forever, and nothing has been shut off in my life.
You can do that. No, I thought Con Ed was like old school.
No, there's every utility, everything in life you can put online.
So much that like we've all hit their wagon to you and you're just dumb sometimes.
You should. I'm concentrating on bigger issues than power. But I gotta go take care of this because
you should like for content, you should like live a night with no power and by candlelight.
Yeah,
Candlelight.
wish Tommy was there.
no thanks.
Come on.
Tommy brings all the electricity.
I'm running against time right now to get this shit turned back on. So
It'd be a real shame if you didn't make it.
yeah, it would. Imagine I have no candles.
candles.
I can't imagine that. I have to go live in a hotel.
That's actually what's gonna happen is you're gonna stay at like $700 a night hotel for the next week.
He'll be in the plaza for the rest of the week. He'll be like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah,
I mean,
I have to get
I'm
the penthouse in the
homeless.
plaza.
I'm homeless, guys.
I am not.
Dave's homeless for the week.
It's
Come
a
on,
fucking
do it for
suite in the plaza.
I
I'm
guarantee
homeless.
this. I'm not living in a place with no power. So I gotta go see if I can.
What's the state of your apartment right now? If the power's off, I gotta imagine there's shit everywhere.
State's not great right
Tommy's gotta come clean it up. You're gonna put him in like a little French maid outfit.
now. My apartment's not great right now.
You can put him in a little French maid outfit and have him clean the
Oh
place
my
up.
God. It's getting weird here. Barstool's getting real
I
weird.
mean, Francis wants to fuck Frankie. Dave's got a 22-year-old living boyfriend.
Imagine if just it was me and Tommy by candlelight, like watching fucking ESPN game.
I can, because it probably will happen.
No, I'm gonna go take care of this.
Because you're gonna pay the power and you're not gonna go on direct deposit, and we're gonna go a whole year, and you're gonna be like, power's out again.
I hope that at the very least it takes like 72 hours to turn
Yeah.
back on or something. Like you
No,
can pay
they
right now,
definitely-
but you have like 2 or 3 days.
I
without it.
was
in, like,
worried about
debtor's
that.
jail.
That'd be great.
I was
Yeah.
worried about that.
And then when Tommy gets back, like his
You know
arrival
what?
is.
And I guarantee this: when I talk to customer service, I'm gonna spin it as their fault. I don't know how, but I'm gonna be
Yeah.
like, "You can't get my
you
power
didn't
back
tell
on."
me.
You didn't tell me I had to pay every month.
You didn't make the mail clear enough. Are you actually having Tommy move in?
Oh, yeah, this is dead
Yes.
serious.
I know he
Tommy
can go
agree
home.
to it?
I mean, he
Tommy
lives
agree?
45 minutes away, but
That's nice of
Tommy
you.
the
called
night
radio,
games
and
end
he
at
was-
1.
Tommy's voice was very like, I assumed this was gonna happen, and Dave was like, oh, and also you're going to the Final Four. He's like, I'll call my parents and tell them I'm not going to Easter.
The best is Tommy Spokes has like 5 weeks left of college, and he's just never going to see his friends again because he's living in his 41-year-old.
I mean, if he's smart, well, I don't know. I was gonna say if he's smart, he'll just like throw a bet so that Dave can like stop it.
How do
you
you
can't.
throw a bet?
He's got the juju. There's nothing that can go
do.
against it. Just his presence wins bets.
There's nothing he can
You
do.
think
Yeah.
even if he tried to fade
No,
himself,
you-
it would
how
just
do you
flip
do that?
around?
There's nothing he can do.
I mean,
And he's not giving me the picks. I'm picking him, and he just sits there and
oh really? Oh, I didn't
Juju's
realize
it.
that.
Yeah,
He's still
no.
deciding.
Yeah.
No, he
Oh,
can't
I
gamble
thought
for
he
shit.
was doing all this.
No.
No, he's Dave's little rabbit foot.
yeah, that's exactly what it is.
That's
If
a
I
big
could wear him on like my hip, I would.
Right, put him on your neck.
No, don't give him any ideas. It's like scared straight. Hold my
That would
pocket.
actually be great. Like, Tommy, we're gonna need a finger.
Oh my God.
Put it
That
in
would be a
little
fair
jar.
trade.
Yeah, put
He
his
could go
pinky
along
in
with
a
his
jar,
life.
and he doesn't have to
Just
live with you.
pow. Hit it with a fucking meat cleaver.
Where's pinky around his fucking neck?
All right, I gotta
place is getting
go to my apartment and get my bills.